Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nancy. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to leave a job gracefully. I understand we all have our fantasy to just scream, I quit, I am leaving. But in real life, it doesn't work this way. We all see ourselves holding a carton with all the stuff inside and just running towards the door to be out of one organization. So today I'm going to tell you how not to look like a quitter. Instead, how to resign gracefully and what are the things you must do or you should not do during your exit process. So the day you put your papers, start clearing up your space from day one. Look at your drawers. Look at any files that are of no use for you now. Be very cautious of not leaving any confidential information in your inbox. Start looking at the possibilities of any passwords stored. Have a good attitude while you're leaving. Your attitude matters a lot while leaving. Whenever you speak of anything about the organization while you are in the organization, say it positively. Don't miss to mention how much you've enjoyed working with the organization, how lovely colleagues you had, what all you have learnt during your tenure. These things and such attitude makes you a positive person and helps the offboarding process a bit. The simplest thing to do is not leaving any projects incomplete. When you're going out partying with your colleagues, don't drink too much because that's what the last impression they'll have about you. Don't badmouth or say false things about anyone just because you're leaving. Timing is everything. You have to assess the needs of your future employer plus the ongoing projects at your current workplace. Anything that you're doing, you have to find a fine balance. You have to, if you're thinking to shorten your notice period, make sure you finish all the assignments in that timeline. Do not commit anything new during your notice period or after resigning. Regarding your salary and bonuses now, while resigning, always keep in mind when is your salary due or you have an upcoming bonus. You must keep in mind that you should not lose your salary or put it on hold because you have resigned in an untimely manner. Some of the organization, they stop your salary and they pay you the total amount with the gratuity. So it's very important to look for any bonus if it's due. Wait till you receive your salary or your upcoming bonus and then put your papers so that you're not risking any monetary amount. Always keep a gap between joining a new organization. Maybe you need a vacation to rejuvenate or replenish your strength. So keep a balance between your joining date and your leaving period. Sort out the technical details while you are on notice period. If you have to do a bank transfer, if you have to have a vacation planned, if you need to do any paperwork, complete it well in advance so that you don't have any interruption to your monthly salary. If possible, offer an extension to your boss. If you have something ongoing, you can always offer your boss assistance in completing that. The least you could do is recommending a friend for that role. If you have any recommendations to make, you should not shy away from doing so. It is very helpful for the organization and you are not burning any bridges while leaving. So while you are on notice period, make sure you gather all your documents while you are in good terms because you never know how your last day is going to be. And I would not recommend having an emotional overload on the last day. Make sure you draft a good email well in advance that you want to send to your co-workers. Also, if you want to make a thank you note for your boss, do that in advance, not on the last day, because your boss might feel the pressure of you leaving, a new employee coming, his work going for a toss. So there might be a different kind of anxiety all around. Now let's talk about the exit interview. The D-Day has come. This is your ticket for exit door. If you do not do an exit paperwork or complete the exit interview, probably they would not either release your salary or they would not help you with the recommendation letter. What to say and what not to say during an exit interview. Generally, exit interview comprises of 5 or 6 questions. It begins with why you are leaving, have you got along well with your supervisor, what arrangements the company would have done to make you stay, how does your current job compares with your new job, what is your idea of making it a better workplace, what better arrangements could have been done to make you stay, or if we could still retain you. In case of exceptional employees, an exit interview is the last try to retain the talent, to make them stay. So it's an important process for any organization as well as the employee. Make sure you have completed all other tasks before your exit interview. Some employees feel honored that they are going to be interviewed by the leaders of HR. Their opinion is being considered about the leadership strategy, about the organization culture, so on and so forth. But don't make this mistake of understanding and spilling all the beans. You don't have to say the complete information. You have to handle this exit interview very tactfully. It is often said to the leaving employee that, would you like to come back and work in the organization? The employee feels overwhelmed sometimes and says yes. And sometimes it's a trick to extract information from the employee. So don't oversay anything during your exit interview. If when they ask you if you would have stayed if you would have made better arrangements, yes, I have been highlighting this, I have been telling this to my supervisor. Nobody paid attention. Sorry, but you can't say this. So tell them, yes, of course, I was looking forward for this kind of support from my line manager, which I look forward if I return back to this organization. It's always said that exit interview is confidential. Being working in HR, let me tell you, it's not. It's an intentional effort to understand from a leaving employee who is doing what's going on in the organization. The senior leader doesn't have access to all the information. An exit interview is their opportunity to understand all this. An employee always has the right to decline an exit interview. Many of the leaving employees are not aware of the fact that they could decline an exit interview. There is no obligation. Instead, the better way to leave a company is asking for the exit interview form. You complete the form by either typing or writing in person and hand it over to a responsive HR professional. You need not to sit and undergo an emotional trauma of leaving the company besides doing so many other things on your last working day. Many of the professionals ask me, do we need to be truthful in our exit interviews? My clear answer to them is no. You don't have to be entirely truthful, because an exit interview are a strategic move by the organization to extract information. They are using you as a tool to get that information. Now, providing information up to what extent is totally your call. So don't be naive. Don't give them out all the information which would harm your professional course of action. Always highlight if there are any compliance issues going on in the company. If there are any compliance related issues, policies are not being followed, anything that could harm the system actually, you mention that for sure. When you quote anything, always use we instead of I. Don't take the blame of anything while leaving. Now you would ask me, how to decline an exit interview? There are certain ways to decline politely an exit interview. You don't owe an exit interview to the company. You can always say that you're busy with goodbye messages, or you are occupied with handover tasks, or you have a checklist to follow. Push your exit interview to the last moment. And lastly, if you want to fill out a form, fill it out and escape clearly. You need not to sit in front of the interviewer and lie about certain things or say the things that your heart doesn't follow. I would recommend you that if you are not in the temperament or the right mindset to give an exit interview, you have the complete right to politely decline it. If you are still compelled to give an exit interview, I'll give you 3 ways to ease it out for you. There are 3 ways that you could exempt an exit interview in person. You can ask the concerned person to send you the exit interview form through an email. You can tell them that you are busy trying to complete so many tasks, tying some loose ends, and you would appreciate if the form is being sent to you through an email. Complete the form and return it back. Second way is you can ask them to do a telephonic exit interview after you leave the company. You need not to take all the pressure on your last working day. You can always mention that I would like to do, or if you can conduct my exit interview after my last day. The third thing is you can clearly mention them that I have mentioned everything in my handover form. My exit feedback is included in my handover, which I have given to my line manager. Please coordinate with my line manager and take the exit feedback from there. Isn't this makes life a bit easier for you on your last working day? I would love to know in the comments, how did you like this video? I wish you all the best if you're joining a new job, if you are on a notice period or looking forward for an exit interview to share the information. I hope this video will help you. Ultimately, exit interview is totally your call. So decide carefully whether you are ready for any kind of emotional turbulence or the risk of saying something which you don't want to mention. Take this call very carefully. I hope you found my video useful. I hope you have a smooth exit process. If you're looking for more career inspiration, do not miss to subscribe my YouTube channel. We also have presence on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. Do follow these accounts. They have bucket loads of useful information for all the job seekers. Thank you so much for watching.